Hello guys, I just put in the Bazzaz ZFI on my Kymco Spade. I'm going to show you guys real quick just how it goes. The installation is done already, so I'm not going to redo the whole thing. But I was having an issue with it, and I'm also going to show you that in case if you run into the problem. So anyways, this is the unit right here. As you can see, you just stuck it in there under the seat. And then you got these two plugs. One plugs into your tail light connection, and the other goes into the unit, and then it comes back out and it goes back into your tail light. This little red wire right here was switched with the black one. They were put the wrong way inside the plug. So once I found that out with a test light, I was able to lose the pins, push them back, and just switch them in place. So now everything is working the way it's supposed to. Your lights are supposed to be on your ZFI when you're running the bike. Now, I found out about this online. There was a guy that had the same issue on his motorcycle, and it was just the plugs that were put wrong. So anyways, this is the harness right here. So you plug those two plugs right there. Then your harness, you're gonna route it through the frame of the bike. There is a ground wire that goes right there. And you're gonna continue to route your harness through right here. And you're gonna go down here. There is a green wire that you plug into the blue and yellow. And here it comes with a little connector. You just pull this cap off and connect the green wire to the blue and the yellow. You're gonna see its own instructions. Now if you look down here, there is a plug right here. Okay, this plug right here you don't use. This is a plug for one of those machines that plug into the motorcycle, and then you can check for codes and stuff. That's what this plug's for cleaning codes and find out what's wrong with the bike. After that, there's another part of the harness. You're gonna run up here, and there is like 4 plugs you're gonna have to undo over here. It's actually 2. It's one on the top of the fuel injection body up right there, kind of hard to see, and then there's another plug on the bottom of the throttle body back here. So once you plug those 2 in, they have pigtails, and then you just plug the factory ones into the pigtails, and you're pretty much done. Once you do that, the bike is ready. Now you can plug this into the computer like I was doing over here, and you can run a check to see that everything is tuned up and working properly, but you really don't have to. So that's about it. I mean, the unit has a little, on the side it has a little port for the computer plug. Now if you decide, these are the map right here. This is map number 1, which is a preset map for your bike. So your bike will run a certain way, and if you're doing more custom work for your bike, where you are putting a bigger top end or changing the injectors, you want to change the mapping because of some reason, you just unplug that. You take that off, plug it into the computer, and then you'll be able to do your own mapping, and you can save it on the computer. It's pretty cool actually. One last thing down here, you're gonna see that you need to disconnect your oxygen sensor. It goes into the harness right here. You just unplug that, and the ZFI comes with a little plug that's called oxygen sensor stabilizer. You just plug that into your factory harness, and then you just tuck everything away. You can take your oxygen sensor out if you want, which I'll probably do eventually, but you're gonna have to plug this hole in your exhaust if you do that. So for now, I'm just leaving it in there. But the installation is super simple. It took me, I don't know, maybe like less than an hour to do it. And because I had that issue, it took me a little bit longer. But It worked real good. It made a big difference on the way the bike runs actually, and it gives a lot more power on the bottom end. As before, the bottom end was kind of weak after I changed the exhaust. Even the top end, it really did make a difference, and I can definitely tell the bike has a lot more torque throughout the whole RPM range. Now to take the side covers, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's 3 push pins, and then you got a little screw down here. You got to take this screw first, and then you can just pry the cover out. And to take the seat off, you have to take these front bolts out completely. You can leave the rear bolts in, but the front ones have to come off, and then the seat just comes up. So that's about it. I'm gonna put this bike back together, and maybe we'll see you guys later. If anybody's running into this issue with the ZFI, double check your connections, because sometimes they do put the pins on the wrong place. Alright, bye.